Hi. The U.S. is finding itself at a crossroads. The Democrats want the nation to transform from capitalism to socialism. I was in Washington, D.C. for the 4th of July, and when I asked Democrat friends to explain what socialism is, about 90% could not. But they all seemed to be supportive of transforming the United States to socialism. This is the reason for this video. Socialism can be understood by reducing it to simple principles. Socialism is the complete disregard of the concept of private property. By transforming it into public property and the division of public income equally and indiscriminately among the entire population. Socialism reverses the policy of capitalism, which is based upon establishing private property and allowing the distribution of income to take care of itself. Socialism has been a response to the distribution of wealth when it has lost all of its moral plausibility. Bernie Sanders wants the United States to transform to democratic socialism. Democratic socialism advocates political democracy alongside a socially owned economy with a decentralized planned socialist economy run by a socialist ruling class. Any way you define it, socialism is still socialism. Most of the other Democrat presidential office seekers also propose transforming the U.S. to some form of socialism. So, what is private property? Private property is a legal designation for the ownership of property by non-governmental legal entities. Private property is distinguishable from public property, which is owned by a state entity. Private property can be transferred only with its owner's consent as a sale or a gift. Examples of private property are land, buildings, manufacturing facilities, money, copyrights, and patents. Under socialism, these would all be owned by the state. Again, there would be no private property. You would not own the property. The state owns all property. Now let's look at income. Socialism dictates that all income must be distributed equally and indiscriminately to the entire population. So income levels for all would be within a range that is solely determined by the bureaucratic socialist ruling class. There would be no significant differences in income, irrespective of the amount, difficulty, or quality of work done, except for the ruling class. So a physician will receive approximately the same income as a laborer. The skill level in socialism will allow there to be little differential in income. Remember, socialism dictates that income must be divided equally and indiscriminately among the entire population. Going back to our example of the physician we used as an example, we can see that there would be little incentive for a student to tackle the rigors of becoming a physician if he or she would be faced with receiving the same income as the laborer we discussed. The same for a student tackling the rigors of an engineering degree. Since the state is equally distributing income to the entire population, there would be little motivation for individuals to work hard at their jobs. So, over time, the need to excel would be rinsed out of the working class, at least for the workers who make up the bulk of a state's population. Products being produced over time would become less reliable. They would be less marketable, resulting in lower income streams coming into the state. Less income would make it harder to support socialist programs. The borrowing power of the socialist state would be unattractive to investors. So this avenue to acquire money to support socialist programs would also dry up. Healthcare would be less reliable and of lower quality. The socialist ruling elite would naturally be exempted from these restrictions. They would have good health care, access to better food, access to quality merchandise, and higher incomes. Take a look at Venezuela. If you want to see the results of transforming a previously wealthy country to socialism. I lived there as a young boy and am pained at what has happened there. So this is a brief explanation of socialism. Remember that socialism is the complete disregard of the concept of private property by transforming it into public property, and the division of public income equally and indiscriminately among the entire population. Think about this when determining whom you will vote for. Well, I hope this helps. Have a good day.